I'm glad to know that Isaac will still be having a shower during the next few months, but that'll help in the social department.
Yeah, but we totally understand. He's been in that pool a long time.
We'll finish the year in a bang, Joe. Good stuff.
All right, thanks for that, Nate. Well, after the break, Livio joins us and he'll have all the weather details for us. And Scotty Hillier, he'll have our fishing report as well.
G'day, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. The heatwave warning issued for Western Queensland a few days ago has now spread to most of the state, including the Sunshine Coast. The heat will get worse before it gets better, with severe thunderstorms a decent chance for tomorrow. Temperatures are creeping up the scale insidiously, with the airport reaching a top of 31 degrees today and Nambour hitting 35. Nights are also warming up and humidity is rising as well. On the satellite loop, most of the cloud today is in Western Queensland and it's generally middle and high cloud, not producing much rain. However, some embedded thunderstorms within that cloud mass did get going yet again over the Darling Downs and Granite Belt this afternoon. Some of it started heading towards us. At this stage, it looks like we're reasonably safe at the moment, but later on tonight, there is a possibility we get sort of a leftover bit from one of those storms. Much more likely tomorrow. So today's chart. The trough, it's still straddling around Western Queensland. It's been there for quite some time. And ahead of it, we're basically guiding those north-northwesterlies, bringing all that tropical air down to southeast Queensland, which is raising the humidity and the temperature. On tomorrow's chart, the trough starts to get mobile and moves into eastern Queensland in a much more favourable position to ignite thunderstorms. Some of those storms may reach severe status once they reach the coast, and that includes us. On the outlook chart, the trough doesn't move too much. In fact, we'll have to wait until probably late Sunday or Monday before it finally passes through us in the form of a cooler southeasterly change. And now the latest from the Weather Bureau. The boating forecast for Sunshine Coast waters, northerly winds reaching 25 knots again tomorrow, with seas rising to 2 metres. A little bit gentler through the weekend, but still up to 20 knots of solid northerly, so very choppy. Surf's about the same as yesterday, roughly a metre and relatively clean on the open beaches, but very messy along tourist beaches facing directly into the north wind. Low tide first up tomorrow, followed by a very unremarkable high tide. We're only a day away from half moon, traditionally a time when the tidal swing's at its minimum. For the southeast coast, the heatwave warning continues with showers and potentially severe thunderstorms. Maroochydore 21 to 33 degrees, Nambour 35, Gympie 37. And looking ahead, slightly cooler next week with a much better chance of some decent showers. Temps won't fall below average though, because it's not a true southeasterly trade wind. That's all I've got for you on this balmy November evening. Stay cool, drink lots of water and hang in there until the next instalment of 7 Local Weather, this time tomorrow. Now it's over to Scott Hillier with the fishing report.
Yeah, good on your team. Looks like the bigger boats could get a chance to sneak out offshore over the weekend. Just check that latest forecast before doing so. A bit of northerly in the forecast can always be a little bit stronger. Good redfish out in the deep. Here's a couple of tips. So fairly neapish tides on the way, so those keen to drop a big bait out in the deep should be good to go. Work those tops and bottoms of the tides, and there's some cracking big nanny guy, both small and largemouth. They've been schooling up really good on those rubble patches, along with the isolated rocks. A couple of good red emperor also mixed in with them. Hey, the coral trout also taking whole pilchards in those shallower grounds with the sweet lip mixed in with them. Those trolling pushers around the bait schools are also reporting tuna, dolphin fish, and a couple of small black marlin. Still a couple of bream being caught inshore off the rock walls and marinas with prawns and mullet strips best for bait. Now check this out. Ash Bradnam used fresh worms to fill this lovely big dart recently, fishing a surf gutter during the run-out tide. Good on you, Ash. Now look, if you're chasing some amazing fishing action, make sure you join myself and Olivia Dean this Saturday, 5:30 for Creek to Coast. We're fishing Exmouth in Western Australia and we sight cast sailfish. One not to be missed. Good luck if you hit the water. Hope you bend a couple of rods. See you next week.
Yeah, good plug there. Thanks for that, Scotty. Sounds like the fishing's going to be great. Well, that's all from us for this Thursday. Thanks very much for your company. A reminder, you can watch a replay of our news if you missed anything on 7 Plus, or you can download the 7 News app. From all of us here, enjoy your evening. Good night.